Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Thicklin.
And I'm Amber French.
A garage fire has destroyed a family car in Bismarck, and investigators have closed the case.
According to the Bismarck Fire Department, at just before 2 on Thursday afternoon, firefighters were alerted to smoke coming from the detached garage in the 1600 block of Hannaford Avenue. Crews arrived to find an SUV fully engulfed in flames, and the flames were beginning to extend to the garage ceiling and exterior siding.
That fire was quickly put out, but the vehicle suffered severe damage, while the structures did have only minor damage. Now, there were no injuries reported, and it was determined that the fire was accidental.
Thanksgiving has always been a time for gratitude, and on Thursday, a group of North Dakota neighbors lived up to the name of the holiday. The Velva American Legion and Velva Veterans Group teamed up for a food drive on Thursday night at Velva City Park, rounding up turkeys, hams, and all kinds of holiday dinner essentials before distributing them to people in need across the area.
One leading organizer for the drive says the giveaway is meant for people all over the state of North Dakota, not just the city of Velva.
Well, you can look at the Velva chat and you can see that, how many people are responding with positive attitude. Can't believe the stuff that we're doing just to give back to our community, and not only the Velva community. If they're in Minot and they wanted to come out here and get a turkey, or Drake or Glenburn or wherever they're from, they could have came out here and stood in line, or drove in line, I guess, and received a turkey, a ham, and a bag of stuff with potatoes.
On Saturday, the Velva Veterans Group is also hosting a group calendar raffle at Marketplace Foods to help fund their future endeavors throughout the community.
And Christmas now only less than 5 weeks away, but that doesn't mean you have to wait until December 25th to catch St. Nick in action. So this week, the Dakota Square Mall reopened in Santa's workshop station, where folks can take pictures with Santa and spend some time in a winter wonderland. You
can stop by, take pictures with Santa 7 days a week. But if you're lucky enough to swing by on certain days, you might catch some special visitors stopping by the workshop as well, including a Grinch-like creature known as the Mean One.
We really like to offer some experiences that you get along with your Santa photo. So we do have pet photos on Mondays, all day on Monday. So that's really fun to bring in your furry animals. And then you can also, we have some other events that we have going on. We're going to have the Mean One visiting Santa. So you'll get to visit Santa and the Mean One. So stay tuned for all those different events. But that's something we like to bring to the mall, to bring those extra experiences when you're visiting Santa as well.
Santa's Workshop is right outside the mall's JCPenney store. For a look at hours and days, you can head to our website, kxnet.com.
Good morning, Andre.
And good morning to you too, Amber and Chance. And we are starting off our day here in Bowman a little bit on the foggy side this morning. In fact, you really can't see Bowman right now with a visibility of 0 miles. So make sure that you're driving slowly and safely this morning here in Bowman. But the temperature as a result is at 34 degrees. So enjoy that. And we're also seeing those breezy winds out of the south and west at 15 miles per hour. Let's head over to Lake Metagoshi, where we are seeing much better conditions with mainly clear conditions and a temperature of 19 degrees, so it is quite cold here this morning, and the winds are out of the east-southeast at 8 miles per hour, making that wind chill to be at a 9 degrees. Now, looking ahead, folks, throughout the rest of the day, we are expecting the sunshine to continue around here, and also the temperatures will be on the increase throughout the day today. And once we get into the weekend, look at that. It's going to be a perfect time around here. Now, we have our area of high pressure that's going to continue to bring us these quiet conditions throughout the day today, right? And also is going to be allowing for us to see that southerly flow, and that is what is going to be the key as far as those increasing temperatures. Now, looking at our current storm team radar right now, folks, we are seeing those mainly clear conditions with a few patchy fog spots in our south and western counties. So again, make sure that you're traveling smooth and safely this morning. Now, as far as our current temperatures, our temperatures at the moment are mainly in the teens and 20s and even a few 30s out there, including at 36 degrees here in Hettinger and 34 degrees there in Bowman. Now, as far as over the last 24 hours, we have seen a notable decrease in temperatures in our western counties, including here in the capital city. But look at there, in the western side of the state, we're seeing a notable increase in temperatures, because if you recall, yesterday we were in the 20s in our western tier counties, but since we are seeing a good bit of 30s in our southwestern counties, that's allowed for us to see a notable increase in temperatures. So It's just letting you know on how warm it's going to get today. And our winds are out of the south and west about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So it is a rather breezy start to our day, and that is allowing for those wind chills, however, to mainly be in the teens with a single digit there in Raleigh. So it is quite a cold start to our day, so make sure you have that jacket on. Now looking at our precision cast, we're going to continue to see those mainly sunny conditions with a few high level clouds. I think precision cast is a little bit overdoing it on the cloud cover, so that's something to keep in mind. So we're going to continue to see these quiet and nice conditions throughout the day today. Now looking at our wind gust forecast, we're going to see those wind gusts increasing to around about 15 to 25 miles per hour into the afternoon hours, and then kind of subside some as we head into the late afternoon and evening hours. So really enjoy that as well. Now looking at our highs for today, we're going to see temperatures climb up into the mid 40s to mid 50s, which is about 10 to 20 degrees above normal, folks. So go outside, get some fresh air, get things done, just enjoy Mother Nature. But once we get into tonight, we will see temperatures drop down into the 30s and even a few upper 20s in our northern tier counties here. Now looking at our weekend, we're going to see that area of high pressure continue to move its way towards the south and east slowly, and that's going to continue to pump in the warm temperatures around here as we head into our weekend, and that's going to keep things on the sunny side this weekend, so really get a good advantage of that. And temperatures for Saturday will be mainly in the upper 40s to mid 50s, and once we get into our Sunday, the warmest day out of the bunch, we will be seeing those temperatures mainly in the low to upper 50s, so it's going to be quite a nice day for sure. Now looking here in Williston, we will see those temperatures drop down into the upper 40s for our Monday with increase in cloud cover and overnight precipitation chances potentially, and that's going to bleed into our Tuesday as well, with temperatures dropping down into the upper 20s by Tuesday. And that same thing goes here in the Dickinson area as well, with low 50s for Monday and low 30s on our Tuesday. Now looking here in the Magic City, we're going to be seeing those 50s today, 50s tomorrow, 50s for our Sunday, and then 50s for our Monday, and then 30s for our Tuesday, and then 20s and teens for our Wednesday and our Thanksgiving, with those drying conditions during Thanksgiving. And that same thing goes here in the capital city too, with low 20s for Thanksgiving. So it looks like this weekend is going to be an A++.
I like it. Alrighty, thank you for Amber, for Andre. I'm Chance, for our entire production team and everyone here at KX News. Let's make it a great Friday. We'll see you next week.